Bob Boone stepped up with 2 out and the bases loaded. Rookie Jack Gutierrez erred on his throw, and the Angels celebrated a dramatic 2-1 victory.
Breaking up a double play.
Up the middle, that's a base hit. Downing got a late start. He's at third. Manning up. The throw to the plate. Not in time. Angels win it 3-2.
Of them game winners.
Swung on, and there's a drive. Get way back left field. Manning looking. It's gone. A home run for Downing. And the Angels win it as the ball clears at the 368 mark out in left field.
The 3-2 again with the runners going. Got him, but it gets away. A play at first. Orlando will not throw it. And the run scores, and the Angels win on a strikeout. Nobody covered home.
Truly a sudden and stunning 2-1 miracle victory.
Base hit, and that'll end the ball game. And Joyner will just stroll in from third base, and the Angels win it 5-4.
Back to Schofield. It's swung on and belted deep to left field. Collins going back, away back. It is gone. A grand slam for Schofield. The Angels win, and I don't believe it.
The 9th inning belonged to the Angels.
There's a fly ball to right. Gibson back at the fence. It's gone. A 2-run homer by DeCinces, and this ball game is over. And the Angels have the magic going for them this year.
Fly ball hit to right field. Fairly deep. Moving back Henderson to the warning track. Makes a leap. It's over. Jack Howell solo home run. Wins it for California by a score of 4-3.
High fly ball to deep left field. This one is gone. Ryan Downing will take the throw. And the Angels have come back to take the win.
What set up the strikeout to Grich was the same pitch that got Schiraldi into trouble, which was a breaking ball, but he got it over to Bobby.
Ripped into left field down the line for a base hit. Narron around third, coming in, and the Angels go up 3-1. Short night for the Red Sox. Grich, the game-winning hit. And the California Angels are 1 game away from going to the World Series for the first time in the history of the franchise. As Brad Havens gets ready. Look out, he hit him. What a way to end the ball game. He had 2 strikes on him, then he hit him with it. And Wally Joyner does it again.
And on an 0-1 pitch, Winfield doubles down the left field line. California Angels third base coach Moose Stubing waves Wally Joyner around third base. Alan Trammell's relay throw to the plate is not in time. Joyner scores, and the California Angels win in dramatic fashion on that Dave Winfield RBI double.
Luis Polonia scores from second base as Pat Borders can't come up with the ball. RBI number 18 for Johnny Ray. And the Angels win it by a score of 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th as Chuck Finley goes the distance for his 12th win against 4 losses.
Gary Gaetti hits a single to score, Joyner making it 4-4. All 4 of the runs scored in the inning were unearned.
The 9th, tied at 2, bases loaded. Perez still up there. A 3-1 count on Gary DiSarcina, and that was ball 4, driving or forcing home the winning run.
2 balls, 1 strike. Lilliquist with his pitch. Driven deep to left. Back is Howard to the warning track to the wall, and the ball game is over. The 2-out 15th inning home run against Derek Lilliquist sends Salmon and the Angels home winners. They take 2 out of 3 in the series, and we'll be back to the Big 8.
This one is over. And line first pitch down the left field line. If it stays fair, the game's over. And the game's over. Salmon comes around to score, and the Angels win 7-6.
Davis to left field and deep. Back to the wall goes Raines. It's gone. California wins.
And delivers a base hit to right field, easily rounding third, and will score without drawing a throw.
Angels have won 2 games on this homestand, both in their last at bat, and they're threatening to make it 3. Pitch to Salmon, runners go. Salmon, base hit right field, rounding third. Polonia up with the ball. Calderon, and the Angels are going to do it again. They beat the Red Sox 7-6.
And a base hit into right for Easley. That scores Davis, and this game is over.
The 2-strike pitch. Hit deep, left center. It's over, Lobo. It's a hit. The Angels win another thriller in 14 innings. Trying to cut down the winning run. There's a drive to left. Perez has just won the game for the Angels. 2-2 pitch. And it's a wild pitch that's going to end the ball game. He winds and delivers. Chili cracks one to right center field. That could go. It is gone. A home run. Chili Davis wins the ball game. And the Angels win 7-6. 10-2 down, yucking it up in Anaheim. Damon Easley comes through again. The single to left. Here's Tim Salmon trying to score from second. Not even close. The Angels go on for the 14-13 wild win.
We go bottom of 13, bases loaded with Angels. Damon Easley, the game-winning hit off Don Paul. Angels win 7-6 the final. Yeah. Here's his name. He's on first. That's what we call him. Spiko and pokes one down the left field line. Gary on his horse. Running, motoring, and he scores all the way from first. The Angels win. Lee Smith blows another save.
50+ innings. As it's driven up the middle, and it's an RBI game-winning single for Gary DiSarcina. He knocked in both runs tonight for the California Angels as Finley wins his 10th, and Flash Gordon fails in his attempt to win number 12.
Well, that's a big win to build something around, because DiSarcina was good all night. Flash Gordon was good all night, too. He gave him a real strong effort, but it was DiSarcina who won out. Salmon got it started with an infield hit, then Bo Jackson singled to left field, and then with the bases loaded and 1 out, it was Gary DiSarcina's single to center that was the difference in the ballgame.
So the California Angels, thanks to the RBI single in the 9th by DiSarcina, take the rubber game of the 3-game set of the Kansas City Royals. That final score once again, the Angels 2 and the Royals 1. So Brewer got his man, but Meacham couldn't do the same against the right-handed hitter DiSarcina. So the Angels played the role of the spoiler against Kansas City after the Royals had taken 14 straight and came in such a hot squad. They are cooled off here in Southern California as the Angels take 2 out of 3. Well, coming up this Sunday on ESPN, we'll either be in New York as Paul O'Neill and the Yankees play host to Paul Molitor and the Blue Jays at 8 o'clock Eastern, or it's going to be a minor league game on Sunday night. The Birmingham Barons and Michael Jordan facing the Memphis Chicks in Memphis. For Buck Martinez, I'm Joel Myers. So long, everybody.
Called by the home plate umpire.
Base hit right field. Here's Edmonds around third. They're going to bring him in. Here's the throw from Devereaux. The ball dropped. The Angels win. The Angels win.
A dramatic win for California.
This is loaded. Mike Fetters to Gary DiSarcina. Another base knock through the hole and into left field. Anderson scores, and woe is me, Greg Vaughn. He caught that dribbler.
Innings. Bottom of the 11th base is loaded. Jack Howell. Line shot right back through the middle. Angels win it 7-6. Howell has spent the last 4 years in Japan.
Tigers game tied now 3-all in the ninth. Mike Myers in relief For the Tigers, facing Don Slott with runners on first and second. Slott singles back up the middle. Scores pinch runner Dick Schofield with a winning run. Angels win it 4-3.
3-0. Here's a 3-0. Fastball inside, ball 4. Hudler scores the winning run. Young Andy Fox pondering the mistake he made, then the Rogers frustration, first losing the no-hitter, then walking in the winning run. He pitched well.
The 13th, runners at the corners. Velarde against the UVM grad, Kirk McCaskill. And look at Guillen. The unfortuitous bounce off of the normally shorthanded Guillen.
You're scoring at home. Rex Hudler, the winning run on third. Henneman, wild pitch, and in comes Hudler. That's the winning run, and the Angels win it by the score of 6-5.
There are 2 on for Gary DiSarcina, master of his domain. Ball game, a 3-run job, and the Angels win it by a count of 5-4. And Milwaukee blows a brave Mike Stanton against Garrett Anderson.
Line drive hit hard to the alley. This is trouble. The game is tied. The game is over. Here comes the winning run, and the Rangers have lost.
So down go the Rangers again. Stanton not able to get it done.
3-2 pitch. In the air to left field. Curtis going back to the track, and it is gone. A grand slam home run by Tim Salmon, and the Angels win it in 11.
Gary DiSarcina grounds to Pat Kelly. Kelly to Jeter. Derek cannot turn the double play. Edmonds scores. Angels win it 10-0.
Facing Paul Splojeric. Bottom of the 13th. The chopper. Carlos Garcia. He's coming home. Luis Alicea not in time, and the Angels win this thing by a count of 5-4. There it goes in the bottom of the 10th. Jim Edmonds. Trust me, the ball is gone. The ball not pictured. All you need to know is Jim Edmonds hit one off of Paul Splojeric, and it's over.
With a new Tiger mark for RBIs in April with 25. Luis Alicea, the winning run at third base, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Jim Edmonds, it's a gaffer, and the Angels win. The Ducks win. The Angels win.
The bases are loaded instead. Art Howe brings in Mike Muller to face the lefty Garrett Anderson, and Garrett says, so what? Play the percentages. Go ahead. Darren Erstad, Orlando Palmeiro score, and that will wrap it up as the Angels avoid a season-high 6th straight loss.
The game is tied at 4, and now to the bottom of the 9th, where Norm Charlton balks Orlando Palmeiro to third, and then Gary DiSarcina's base hit wins it. The Angels rally to take a 5-4 win.
Sacks Jack. Collins, straight butter. Doubles down the right field line. He was 2 for 5 on the night. 52 RBI this year. DiSarcina and Tony Phillips score. Angels score 2 in the ninth to win it 6-5.
The 9th, 2 out. Tony Phillips at bat with Alicea at second. Phillips 0 for 4 in the game. Whacks one to left field. Alicea scores, and the Angels win this one 5-4 after trailing 4-0.
Ricky Henderson on third base. Now pay attention here. Salmon pops it up down the right field line. Jim Thome makes the catch, but he collides with Manny Ramirez. Henderson scores. Angels win 8-7. A second look shows Thome should have just let the ball drop or let Manny Ramirez make the catch. It didn't. He didn't. Angels.
Okay, I lost count. And then with a 3-2 count, Anderson takes Aggie deep to right. A 3-run home run against Aguilera, who's in misery, and the Angels have a victory, a rare victory. For
extra in the 11th. Garrett Anderson 90 feet away. Tom Gordon on in his second inning of relief. Matt Walbeck gets enough of it. The outfield had to play in to cut off a potential sacrifice fly, and the Angels win it.
We go to extra innings. Bottom of the 10th, 2 on, 1 out, tied at 3. Cecil Fielder grounds to Mike Blowers. And a day after hitting the cycle, he bounces one in the dirt, and his E5 gives Darren Erstad home plate. Castillo spot at third, and with the winning run on third, just what Perez needs, Jerry DiPoto to put one in the dirt. The wild pitch scores Jim Edmonds, and the Angels win a wacky one, and they will take it. Salmon walked by Jim Bruschi, bringing in Bogman. Angels take it 6-5 on the bases-loaded walk.
Hitting .313 this year. We're tied at 3. Nerio Rodriguez pitching. Darren Erstad pulling out his wood. Fat Mojo. Deep to right. Erstad's second home run of the year.
Game-winning run on third. That's Jeff Houston pinch hitting. Miguel Tejada gets to this ball. If he throws him out, we have extra innings. However, Jason Giambi can't get the scoop. It appeared he tried to stretch too much, had time, but what do I know? I'm wearing makeup.
With nobody on base, Mo Vaughn's hitting .234. With runners in scoring position, Hit Dog's got the J.U. Ice, the juice, hitting .324. That's why he knocks in Randy Velarde. That's that little wheel he was talking about. Angels beat the Dodgers in 10 innings. They win it 7-6. Halos win for the 5th time in 6 games.
To Jeff Houston, and Houston, Goodwood, rips it down into the right field corner. Now, Matt Wallback's going to try and score all the way from first. Here comes the throw from Lou Rodriguez home, and Wallback is in there as it gets away, and the Angels win.
3-1 was a fastball count, but he didn't throw it. Let's see if he throws it 3-2.
There it is. He hits it high. Up screen. It is an Angel victory.
There it is, the walk-off piece in the rally cap did the job, Biz. And Timmy Salmon went upstream to end this one.
And you talk about a guy who can finally take a big breath of fresh air, a sigh of relief. Tim Salmon, 13th inning, walk-off, home run, Angel victory.
Down Broadway. 3-2, and we'll watch the bench as all the rally caps. Yes, it's out.
Mickey turned his cap around first. The Angels followed. He gave St. Christopher a kiss, and Tim Salmon a pat on the back. Tim Salmon, our Gatorade player of the game, with a game-winning home run in the 13th inning. A blast off Jeff Sparks. So for the Wonder Dog, Rex Hudler, I'm Steve Physioc saying so long from Edison Field, where the final score is 7-6. Be sure to join us again Monday, May 8th, as the Angels host the Oakland A's. Coverage begins at 6:30. You've been watching Angels coverage on Fox Sports Net. Now we take you to the Fox Network Center for the National Sports Report.
The last 20 games, tied at 6. Next batter, Scott Spezio, as cool as the other side of the pillow. 26th walk-off homer in the bigs this year. Don't ask me about walk-off singles or walk-off doubles.
Bottom 9, 1 out. Scott Spezio. Ripped that off Mike Timlin. Looks like Tim Salmon might score. Yeah, he did. He scored. He's safe, Linda.
Yeah. Early night for us.
The Angels win it by a count of 8-7.
Next batter, Orlando Palmeiro. Ball game. 3-0 pitch, ball 4. Davey Johnson could only watch. Angels overcome deficits.
Very calm, one very gregarious outgoing in his dugout. Wears his emotions on his sleeve. Vaughn with a base in right field. Here comes Erstad. Here comes the throw. The Angels will win this game. Mo Vaughn, the hit dog, with the game winner. Dusty Baker will complain to Tim McClellan, but the Angels have won in the bottom of the 9th on another incredible comeback.
Bobby Estalella blocked the plate on Erstad again and hurt Erstad. Hopefully Erstad's not hurt badly, but watch Mo Vaughn. Good top hand spin on it. The ball sits down because he got the top half of the ball. Great throw by the outfielder Rios as he comes in. Watch Estalella way up in the line. Ooh, that was dangerous. Erstad does get a part of the plate because Estalella missed the tag. But that was a nasty collision right here with Erstad's knee and Estalella's leg. Watch Estalella. Watch him get up the line here. Ooh.
But Darren dragged his back heel across home plate. Tim McClellan said he touched it. You are safe. And the Angels, an incredible win in the bottom of the 9th. Darren Erstad, the player of the game, with 2 clutch hits in the ball game.
Guardado deals. Erstad swings, and there it goes. Deep to right. This ball game is over. Darren Erstad is the hero tonight. A 2-out solo shot of the 11th. 7-6 Angels. A
another last at-bat victory for Anaheim, and Erstad is mobbed at home plate. A rocket to right field, deep into the seats. Erstad's 16th home run of the year, his second of the game, and the Angels win it in 11, 7-6, Anaheim.
Spezio, and everyone throw your hands in the air and wave them around as though there are no repercussions. The Angels coming back to win it, 5-4 that way.
Anderson with a rocket to right field. Ichiro will not reach this one. The Angels win.
Here it comes. Garrett Anderson went down and got that heater. Wow. These people are going ballistic. Look at the bench.
What a game. And Sasaki, you can't fault him. He throws a good pitch below the knees, and a great at-bat by Garrett Anderson. Smokes the fastball at 91 miles an hour out of the yard, and a game-winning home run for GA, and the Halos go home winners 4-3.
Bottom ninth, man on, first and second, Jason Isringhausen. Adam Kennedy scores the tying run, and Adam Kennedy will drive in the winning run. Troy Glaus scores. Angels win it by a count of 3-2.
Bottom of the 12th, bases full of Angels for Scott Spezio. And he sends Hector Carrasco's offering deep into the Anaheim night over the heads of the drawn-in outfield. And that is the way the Angels win 5-4. Spezio now 3 for 4 with
Carrasco facing Garrett Anderson. Anderson with the base knock to right. Darren Erstad scores. Anderson 3 for 5, 3 RBI. Angels win 6-5. So Troy Percival blows his first save of the year, but picks up his third win.
Against Troy Glaus, led the American League in home runs last year. It's gone. Angels come from behind and win it 6-4.
Next up, Sean Wooten. And he also walks, and that is the way the Angels win the game 8-7. Hoffman's.
And now on, Garrett Anderson. The man on second, nobody out, and Anderson 3 for 5, drove in a couple, including the gamer. A walk-off hit. Angels win it 7-6.
10th, though, Roberto Hernandez getting nicked up. Ben Molina, base hit. Garrett Anderson, no relation. Scores. Let's eat. Post-game spread open for business. Angels win it by a count of 7-6. Molina.
Erstad had moved into the box and backed out. Now he's in. Rocker is set. He's way in front. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 0-2 pitch. Ball drilled down the right field side. This is trouble. It'll easily tie up the game. Now being waved around is the winning run. Eckstein coming to the plate. He will score, and the ball game is over. Ball game over. Erstad comes through here in the bottom of the 10th inning. A double that drives in 2 runs, and the Angels come away with a thrilling extra inning victory tonight by the final of 6-5.
What was that about poetic justice for Darren Erstad? You couldn't have picked a better hero to win the ball game. And I'll tell you, Rocker gave him a fastball right down the middle, Terry, and he turned on it.
What a thrilling victory here in extra innings. The Angels' first extra inning game of the season. And the club comes back after falling behind in the top of the 10th with 2 in the bottom of the 10th inning. And Rory, almost fitting that it was Mensch that had to go after that ball in the right field corner.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But he didn't have a chance. That was right down the line, and from the moment Erstad hit it,
Eckstein was going to score from first base. He had that in his mind all the way. The tying run was easy, and Eck was well ahead of the throw.
Bourbon against David Eckstein. Eckstein hit a grand slam on Saturday. He did it again on Sunday. 9th player in history to hit the first 2 grand slams of his career in consecutive games.
The stretch by Rodney in the pitch. Fastball belted, deep left field. Back goes Higginson to the wall. He leaps, and it's gone. Home run. The Angels win the ball game 3-2. A game-winning walk-off home run for Troy Glaus. And it just got out in left field. We talked about Fernando Rodney's velocity, and if Glaus were to get a hold of one, he might be able to hit it out. And that's exactly what he did. That one was high in the air, and it just dropped over the fence. Higginson thought he might have a shot at it. And when he came down from his leap, he looked into his glove. But nothing there. Glaus's home run wins it, and the Angels celebrate a dramatic victory over the Tigers, 3-2 tonight.
And he smacks into left field. Here comes Eckstein. Here comes the throw by Carlos Lee. The Angels win. Our Gatorade player of the game, Troy Glaus, with a game-winning RBI single in the 9th inning. But Rex, I know you like to go back to David Eckstein, taking one for the team. He got hit by the pitch, stole the base, changed the game.
He's the X factor.
Salmon will lead it off. And Tim bolts it to left field and deep. It is twisting. It is gone! Home run! The Angels win! A smile from the Kingfish.
There it is. Yes.
Gatorade player of the game, without a doubt, a game-winning home run in the 13th. And the Angels are now 22-4 their last 26 games.
And the first pitch from Jack Crescent is just mashed as it goes upstream. Tim Salmon swims it up there for the game winner.
Just
hooks the pole.
Yep. Tell you, that third base umpire, Andy Fletcher, was right on, and he jerked his right arm forward. Fair ball. So for my broadcasting partner, Rex Hudler, and all of our Fox Sports Net crew, this is Steve Physioc saying so long from Anaheim, where the final score is 4-3 Halos. Further, Irabu falls behind in the count. It takes away his strikeout pitch. Erstad does not go, and there goes Glaus to center field. Murray back. He leaps. The Angels win. Can you believe it? But they found one more way to win.
And Jerry Narron must be sick right now. I mean, Troy Glaus is going to be the player of the game, the walk-off home run in the 10th inning. Unbelievable, as he's hit more game winners than anyone this season.
Hud, the Angels are down 4-2 in the 9th inning. Home runs by Fulmer and Salmon. Now Glaus in the 10th, the game winner.
I mean, he knew it. He admired that, as he didn't show up Irabu, but he knew that was touch-em-all material. As no one knows much more than Glaus is when he hits that ball, that's out as he bounces it off the rock pile. game over. Halos win because they refuse to lose. They have confidence. They've got all the skilled players out there. They've got a machine right now. Good pitching, solid defense, and timely hitting. As Troy Gloss says, pilot to bombardier, open up those Bombay doors. It is go over.
Bottom of the 10th, David Eckstein, 2 for 5 in the game off Esteban Yan. It gets booted in the infield. Scott Spezio comes in to score. Tampa Bay, they have dropped 9 road games in a row.
Monkey. Got the rally monkey going. Tim Salmon right off his cuticles, but he puts it in a perfect spot. The whoop single does it. Jose Nieves comes in to score, and there is
12. Now the bottom of the 12th. Off Acevedo, Troy Gloss lines it in a left center. Sean Wooten scores from second without a throw, and the Angels win it 7-6 in
game. 2 outs now. Scott Spezio up, and he rips this one off the wall, and the Angels take the last 3 games of this exciting 4-game set and win 7-6, and we are now tied.
Same at bat. Gloss over the third, and it's Mark McLemore bobbled the ball day. Owen scores, and the Angels win it 7-6 in dramatic fashion.
30 batters later.
I got an ointment for that.
One outfielder, David Eckstein, against Travis Driscoll. Eckstein grounds it to short, coming home. Davy Cruz, not in time. Spezio slides in safety. Fear that rally monkey. Anaheim wins at 7-6.
I feel a top 10 nominee coming up.
Spezio crushes one. Deep, get out of town, his 10th of the year, a 3-run blast, and the Angels really hurt Oakland by defeating the A's 6-5.
The bases are loaded. Sean Wooten goes down. In the 11th, Tim Salmon up top, upstream, gone. Off Hasegawa, the 19th for Salmon. The Angels win it by a count of
1 out. Runners on the corners. Jeff DeVannen.
The 2-2.
Good stroke. Ichiro got it timed, and now the race is on. Sean Figgins is hustling. Goofy spelling, but give the Angels a W. 6-5, and the M's are now 1-6.
Ichiography. Yeah, perhaps so. Bases loaded in the 11th. Adam Riggs had been 0 for 4. Called up the minors because of all the injuries, but he will take care of the game. Riggs, the hero. Anaheim takes it in 11, 1-0 over the Yankees.
Wouldn't last. Bottom of the inning, 1 on. Eddie Guardado serves up the walk-off homer. A game-winning 2-run homer by Jose Guillen. The M's lose 9-7.
Adam Kennedy at the dish. He wore this team out in the 2002 ALCS. Torrey Hunter said of Adam Kennedy, the rally monkey lives within him. That's it, and that's all. Let's eat ball game. Walk-offs galore out west. Can you top that?
Being blown. Game tied at 6. Bottom 9. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Steve Finley. Let's go home. Jeff DeVannen comes in to score. Angels win at 7-6. 6 2-out runs for them in this game. All 3 games in the series decided by 1 run.
Orlando Cabrera from Jason Davis. Cabrera 3 for 5, his 4th career walk-off home run. Angels win at 6-5. Cabrera has 2 home runs with the Angels. Both have come in extra innings.
And then Dallas McPherson comes through.
He hits it well to center field. Look at this. McPherson's done it again. A game winner.
Yeah, that was only his 6th big league homer and his first walk-off job as the Angels win a thriller.
Going to get a 3-2 pitch here. Knocks it in. They're going to wave Vlad. He's not fast, but he's fast enough. And the Angels, without their manager, Mike Scioscia, win 3-2.
Last thing you want to do is heighten the senses of this guy. You throw it anywhere near the zone now, he's swinging.
High fly ball into left field. Did he get enough? He did. Angels win. Guerrero ties the game with a home run leading off the 8th. He wins it with a home run leading off the 10th.
4. 11th inning now, 1 on for Darren Erstad. The game-winning single, because here comes the OC, Orlando Cabrera, and the Angels win in 11. Vlad with 2 hits in this one. Could they gain even more on Oakland Stadium?
But he played last night, had 3 big hits. And in the 12th inning, Rob Quinlan, who's been big for the Angels down the stretch here, a big victory, the base hit to win it.
Big sigh of relief.
It looks like Sean Bradley of soccer, doesn't he?
All right, Royals and Angels. Orlando Cabrera, bottom of the 10th. Angels beat the Royals. Baseball's 5th straight day with a walk-off hit. 5th straight day, hence play number 5. Angels win 3-2.
Cabrera getting it done. Now, Napoli in the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch before that looked like strike 3. Got a second time to do it, and he gets it done in left field, sac fly.
Ninth, we're tied at 8, bottom 10. Jones facing Eric Ibar, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Chopper to 2nd, Placido Polanco. That little hop in the air, and he couldn't quite get Reggie Willits, who slides in safely, and the Angels win it 9-8.
Deep left center field. Angels win the ball game. Why would you take a chance on stealing Figgy when you got Big Daddy Vladdy? Se fue la bola. Angels win. Angels 4-3 over the Orioles. They take 3 out of 4. Adios. Man, that was a no-doubter off their closer. So make it 4 blown saves now as the Halos fans are leaving the exits happy because of that man, Big Daddy Vladdy.
And that is the Angels' first win after trailing through 8 innings.
Went to the fastball way too many times. And look at the bench fired up as the Halos continue to play good baseball at home, taking 3 out of 4 from a hot Birds team that came in here from Maryland.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Willits coming around. Evil's gonna send him home. And here's the throw to the plate. The Angels win it.
Sean Figgins' 6th hit of the game.
What a game.
What a way to get your 6th knock. The Angels' unbelievable comeback. This game was given up for broke a long time ago.
The Angels were down 9-4 going into the 7th inning. And Sean Figgins in his greatest game as an Angel. 6 hits. On the 6th hit, his double down the right field line, perfectly placed.
Figgins waited till the ball got deep. Looked like he was trying to hit it that way the whole way. And the minute that ball was hit with Willits' speed, I knew that was going to be trouble. And look at him bringing the mail home, the winning mail home. Look at him, track meet. Whoa, and these fans, a lot of them stayed, were entertained in one of the best entertaining games I've seen in a long time.
Like he just threw the winning touchdown pass and races off to his best friend Nathan Haynes. What a game, and what a game for Sean Figgins.
Cabrera, who would play the role of hero again. Sean Figgins on 3rd base, only 1 out. This is going to win it one way or another. The only question is it a home run? It's not, but it does bring in the winning run. The Angels, a Major League best 27-10 at home. That team is rolling.
Eric Ibar. Give the people what they want, but don't give them too much. Ibar walk-off ground rule double, his first career walk-off hit, but the Angels' 2nd walk-off win this series. The streak continues, 118 and counting when leading after.
The first 4-3 double play to end the inning. Bottom 9 with 1 out. Gary Matthews Jr. on 3rd for Casey Kochman. Base hit to right. That's your game winner. Angels walk off and win 2-1.
Kochman advances to 3rd. Rob Bowen try to hold on to this one. This Turris hits it to left. Kochman will score, and the Angels, a little CPR finish there in the 9th, but they managed to win it 7-6.
Bottom 10, winning run on second base for the catcher Ryan Buddy. Sean Hen deals, and Buddy drives the Hen offering to right center. It drops. Howie Kendrick scores on Buddy's first career RBI. Angels with their 8th walk-off win this season.
Hey, Buddy!
9. If you're tied, they'll just let you keep playing until you're done. Tied at 6 still. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Howie Kendrick. Let's eat. Frank Francisco tried to get it. Ian Kinsler did, but couldn't get the throw there in time. Garrett Anderson scores, and the Angels now have the best record in the AL. In 10 innings, they win 7-6.
Cabrera looking inning over. Bottom 10, runners on the corners. Still tied at 2 with 1 out. Hendry Morales, base knocked down the right field line. That'll score Figgins. Angels now 7-3 in extra inning games this season. 3-2 the final.
And there's a drive pulled down toward the foul pole. If it's fair, the Angels win. The Angels win it on a grand slam walk-off home run by Torii Hunter.
Wow, we called that one there, Roy. The streak is alive now at 162. What a thing of beauty. The grand slam walk-off piece for Torii Hunter. Welcome to Anaheim, Torii Hunter. Tremendous shot.
Boy, that was an unexpected comeback. The Angels had 1 out and nobody on base. They get 2 walks and a single, loading the bases for Torii Hunter. It looked like he had won it in the 8th. He does win it in the 9th.
Well, how big is that smile going to be now for Torii Hunter? That's an amazing comeback. When you think about what happened in the top of the 9th inning, Torii Hunter showing his appreciation to the fans. Flushes that to left field, right down inside the foul pole. Victor Martinez looking, hey, I did my job. But Torii Hunter just did a little better job with that 4-run shot.
We talked about these 2 teams and how they both were playoff teams last year, and they battled here tonight. And if all you saw was the 9th inning tonight, well, that was pretty good.
7 runs total in the 9th inning.
3 in the top of the 9th for the Indians, 4 in the bottom of the 9th for the Angels.
They go to the 12th. Bases loaded for Garrett Anderson. Bobby Say on the mound for the Tigers got himself in a jam. A 3-0 count now to Anderson, so he can just sit back and wait. And that'll do it. Time to bounce in Anaheim. The Angels with a walk-off walk. And they win it in 12. They won 6 of 8. The win. Bottom 9, 2 on, 2 outs. Aquilino Lopez now pitching. Gary Matthews Jr. with a game-winning hit. The Angels win it 3-2. More misery for the Tigers.
Tags are now full of Angels. Juan Rivera pinch hitting and coming through in the pinch. That's a walk-off hit for Rivera and a 3-2 Angels victory.
My service, Turris. He's going to strike one to right. 4th walk-off win for the Angels this week. They win 4-3. They take 2 of 3 from Toronto.
Same score, 2 out, bags full. Sean Figgins, money with a 3-2 count. Whatever works. Torii Hunter comes home for the game-winning run. Angels win it 6-5.
Bottom 9 Angels with runners on 1st and 2nd. 1 out. Sean Figgins, Mariano Rivera. I'll take Figgins, at least this time. Kendrick scores, and the Angels win it 4-3, so they get the sweep. Yankees have dropped 10 of their last 15, and the Angels are loosening up just in case he gets a chance to break it. But bottom 9 tied at 3, 1 on, 2 out for Mike Napoli off Miguel Batista, and it is time to bounce in Anaheim. Angels win it 5-3 on Napoli's first career walk-off home run.
And there's a line shot into left center field that will win the game in 12 innings for the Angels. Mathis gets the game-winning hit. Willett scores the run. Just another Halo victory.
And the perfect guy to win it after that defensive play, that little chopper out in front. He dictated the defense, made the strong throw to first. The right guy, you mentioned hitting over 400 with runners in scoring position. What an at-bat. What a day for the Halos, and an incredible homestand. And what a game also. This is unbelievable to get through that inning at the top of the 12th and then come back and win it at the bottom of the 12th. Jeff Mathis with the big hit.
Base hit left field. The Angels' biggest comeback of the year is complete.
Hendry Morales, who came in to pinch hit in the middle of the game, ends up being the hero, and he's mobbed, and there's a lot of emotion there. I'll tell you, wins cure all. Great walk-off against Seattle's closer, Artsma. Doesn't get any better. That's hadn't been a successful homestand, but forget about the homestand. They're looking ahead now to their road trip, but Angels win.
gets to 5 in 10 innings. Just another Halo victory.
What an amazing victory for the club. What a great at-bat, too, by Mike Napoli. Said, give him a chance to swing it there in that spot. Drives the ball to right center field. They came back against arguably one of the best closers the game has seen for the last 5 or 6 years and tie it. Great at-bat by Gary Matthews Jr. Howie Kendrick, a couple base hits. But Mike Napoli with the base hit to win that game. This team is unbelievable.
And there's one back up the middle. Base hit will win the game for Eric Aybar and the Angels. Abreu scores from third. Aybar comes through with the clutch hit. Just another Halo
stuff when Alfredo Aceves. I know he was good out of the bullpen, racked up 10 wins. Here's a shot into left center field. This ball is over the head of Hairston. Here comes Kendrick. Angels win game 3.
Down the right field line, fair ball! Here comes Abreu! Light that baby up again! Third hit of the night for Hideki Matsui, 4-3, Angels win it! Boy, how beautiful was that at bat by Matsui once again, the professional hitter coming through with that lefty versus lefty. The fans going nuts, chanting for Matsui, and he comes through in the clutch, breaks that 4-game losing streak. Grand fashion, 13 hits on the night. The double by Bobby Abreu to start this 9th inning rally with 1 out. The intentional walk. And the hit by Godzilla. Terrific piece of hitting on 2-0. Fastball, perfect count to get that fastball in the inner half. Stays through it, line drive right down the right field line. Matsui knew it right away. What a perfectly level swing. Keeps the head still. Clutch. Bobby Abreu crossing the plate. Terrific job. Howie Kendrick at the plate, pushing a bunt over to second base. This one's gonna do it. The squeeze play, the Angels win it.
Infielder, how would it work out?
Tap out to center field. It's going to be deep enough. Kapler is there. Morales tags. He will come home to score. Juan Rivera with the sac drive. 5-4. Angels win it. Light that baby up. The 2-2. Abreu into left field. Base hit. Light that baby up. Bobby Abreu with the game winner.
Are loaded with 1 out. Infield in, Kendry Morales at the plate. And he shoots it into deep center field. Gutierrez looks up. It's out of here. A game-winning grand slam home run for Kendry Morales. Angels win the game in 10 innings, 5-1. Like Morales is injured at the bottom of that pile.
Unbelievable. They're calling for the training staff right now. You know, all you're thinking about right now is a knee. Oh, you got to be kidding me right here.
Helmet rid of the helmet. Comes down.
I hope he just came down on his back or his butt or something. Hope he just didn't land on his left leg and have the knee buckle.
Runners go the 3-2, and that is out toward right center field. Gutierrez back at the wall. This one, gone! Three-run Jimmy Jack for Howie Kendrick. A game winner. 9-7 Angels. Light that baby up. I cannot believe at the way this game started that we would see another celebration at the end of the ballgame with another walk-off home run for the Halos. What an amazing, improbable victory. Seattle let him back in there with some walks, then it came down to Howie with two impressive at-bats in a row. A solo shot, and then, of course, the best play in baseball, the three-run Jimmy Jack. Wow, what a...
And that is hit out to right field. Back at the wall is Bloomquist. Gone! Walk-off big fly for Bobby Abreu. And the Angels complete the sweep of the Royals, taking the finale by a final of 2-1.
And what a series for Bobby Abreu here against the Royals as they continue to roll with Bobby in that leadoff spot. No doubt about it. Mistake made by Chavez, and all of a sudden, a three-game sweep for the Angels. Bobby Abreu, what a series. And what a swing that is.
That makes Brian Fuentes the winner this afternoon. A 1-2-3 run for Fuentes in the 10th, while Chavez takes the loss. What a game this afternoon. Bobby Abreu continuing to get it done. That's his 14th home run of the year. Another multi-hit effort as he picks up his 65th RBI of the season.
Jeff Mathis.
Mathis out toward right. That is going to be deep enough. Drew's got a great arm, but not that good. Torrey tags. He's going to score. Light that baby up as Jeff Mathis has picked up the game winner. And he hits one out to deep left center field. Gutierrez is back at the wall. Gone! Big fly for Bobby Abreu. Light that baby up and bust out the buttercup. 4-3 Angels win it.
Bobby going the other way with authority. Well, he's going to cruise into home plate. Back-to-back victories for the Halos. The walk-off variety has taken some time. 16 innings on Wednesday night, 14 innings tonight. The reality is back-to-back victories for the Halos.
Bobby Abreu's 18th home run of the year, 71st run batted in, a game winner. No doubter. Gotta like it.
And congratulations, Rich Thompson with his first Major League victory tonight.
How about that? Rich Thompson picks up the win. Sweeney takes the loss. 4-3 Angels win it. Torrey lines one to center field. That should be the game winner, and it will be. Mathis scores. Light that baby up. The Angels have just swept the Oakland Athletics in the final home game of the year.
And Bobby Caswell picks up his first win of his career. Fireworks going off here. Big A. Torrey Hunter. Big base hit. 2-1 affair here at the bottom of the 11th. Walk-off variety for the Halos.
0-2 on its way. Asturis pulling one into right field. Base hit. Borges being waved around. Bautista with a good arm. Borges is safe at the plate. Light that baby up. The Angels defeat the Blue Jays 6-5 in 14 innings.
Boy, Meister coming through once again. The perfect guy to come up with a runner in scoring position after Peter Borges catches the break, gets a double over the head of Snyder in left field. But Meister wins this ballgame. Dan Herron gets the W out of the bullpen. Big victory for the Halos and even up the record now at 4-4. What a game for Meister to win for the club.
Third hit of the game and second RBI for Meister. Here's the game winner on an 0-2 pitch, pulling it to right field. Bautista playing shallow with an opportunity even to throw out a speedy Peter Borges.
Boy, what a great approach to this. Shorten up your swing, just trying to make contact, and Peter Borges going as fast as he can. Slide it in there before the tag was applied.
At third, 2-1 pitch. Mathis out towards center field. Brantley is there. He'll make the catch. Wells is tagging.
Here comes a throw from Bradley Wells. Safe at the plate. Light that baby up. The Angels take the series finale by the final of 4-3.
Boy, this is a great approach by Jeff Mathis. He got a pitch that he can get in the air. You have to be patient, and he came through. Clutch hit, of course, by Vernon Wells to start the inning, but Jeff Mathis is a good approach at the plate, successful approach, and the Angels win another series, which is important for this club to be able to go on the road here now. Tough road trip coming up.
Field run pitch, breaking ball, hammered down the left field line. Light that baby up! Torii Hunter with a game winner, 2-1 Angels.
It took extra innings once again, but the ball club comes through, wins the game at home, 2-1. It's the hottest team in baseball, the Cleveland Indians. Torii Hunter gets a pitch, simplified the approach, got a ball up, drove it home there with a base hit. He gets credit with a base.
1-0 pitch. Meiser base hit up the middle, base hit, that'll win it. Light that baby up as Meiser restores, comes through in the clutch, and the Angels win it 4-3.
Boy, it took 16 hits to get that fourth run across in a victory, but nonetheless, back to the 500 mark for the Halos. Win a game at home, turned around here, had a very successful road trip that started off this long homestand with a victory. Scott Downs with a victory in this one. And Meiser restores coming through with a base hit, centered that ball middle part of the plate, went with the pitch, didn't try to pull it. Otherwise, if we see it as a potential, another double play.
This one out to straightaway center field. It's got a chance. Gone! Big fly for Mark Trumbo. Light that baby up as the Angels win it 4-3.
Shots, and that is crushed this center field. Well, we talked about it earlier in the ballgame. Vernon smiled and said, Mark, I'm getting close. And Mark Trumbo says, you know what? Not close enough after that gigantic fly. The center field, the walk-off home run for Mark Trumbo. The Halos pick up another victory. Jordan Walden with the win.
Jordan Walden picks up his second win. He is now 2-2. Full extension for Mark Trumbo, as he picks up his 15th home run and his 38th run batted in. David Pauley, dejected, takes the losses. The Angels have taken the first two against the Seattle Mariners in this four-game series. The final once again. Angels win it by the final of 4-3. For Mark Kubica and our entire crew here at the Big A, I'm Victor Rojas, thanking you for watching Angels baseball and invite you to stick around as Angels Live is coming up next. Third, second base, the 2-2. This will loop right to center field. That's a base hit. Torrey's going to come around and score. Light that baby up as the Angels win it 1-0. Breaky pitch, hammered down the line. This one's got a chance. Gone! Walk-off big fly by Mark Trumbo. Light that baby up as the Angels win it 2-1.
Boy, what a job by Mark Trumbo. Boy, just missed one earlier right down the line. This time he's able to get it back up, break the ball, inner half of the plate, and no doubter, a rocket right down the left field line, just as we'd hope. Base hit by Torii Hunter, then the big fly by the big fellow. Home run number 23 for Mark Trumbo. What a job.
The Halos salvage the finale of this four-game series. Now 6 back of the Texas Rangers. The final 2-1. Stick around. Angels Live is coming up next with an interview with the game-winning home run guy, Mark Trumbo.
Patton ready. Here comes the 1-1. Bobby swings. This one out to straightaway center field. This should do it. Adam Jones will make the catch, and Vernon Wells will come on home. Light that baby up as the Angels come from behind in the 12th and win it 9-8.
Boy, what a fantastic comeback victory after giving up that lead and then, of course, giving up 2 runs. In the top of the 12th, the offense comes right back and picks up the pitching staff. What a job by Bobby Abreu, but Hank Conger did his job. Got that bunt.
Could he come through?
Line to left field, base hit! Ibar will score! Light that baby up as the Angels win it 5-4.
Boy, Peter Bourjos.
All right, so not a home run, but Bourjos will certainly take it. He's still the hero. The win goes to Jordan Walden, who tossed a scoreless ninth as the Halos walk off 5-4. The Angels have won 5 in a row and cut their deficit in the West down to 3.5 games behind Texas.
1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. This should do it. Granderson is back. Moore is tagging. The Angels are going to win it by the final of 2-1. Light that baby up as the Angels remain 2.5 back in the West.
That picture right there tells you how important that game is in this game tonight for this club, and what kind of a feel this was from the get-go. Great job by Jerry Weaver, set the tone. But Meister coming through with another big base hit. Vernon Wells, clutch once again against the New York Yankees. That ground ball through the hole. Of course, a big victory. Jordan Walden, nice job out of that bullpen. A huge start to this 3-game series against the Yankees.
Here's the 1-1. Hammered down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone! Gone! Walk-off big fly for Mark Trumbo! 7 wins in a row for the Halos. Light that baby up!
Boy, that's an amazing win. Trumbo, 3rd career walk-off home run. Boy, did he cover that baseball. His 8th home run. What a game. Double, triple, and now the walk-off big fly. Boy, what a great victory for the Halos today. When you think about losing Jerry Weaver in the 1st inning behind 3-0 and to come all the way back and then win on a walk-off. Jordan Walden, great job. No doubt about it. We'll have to ask him how far that went this time around, because that ball is crushed. He is unbelievable power.
Jordan Walden picks up the win in relief. In his first 2 innings of his big league career in relief, and in grand fashion he gets it because Mark Trumbo picks up the walk-off home run, his 8th of the year. Mark is kind enough to join us down to the field. Give it up for Mark Trumbo, 8th home run of the season, a walk-off winner for the... Now the 1-2. Way outside, it gets away from Jason. Here comes Bourjos. He is safe. Light that baby up as the Angels win this one 6-5. 0-1 pitch. Torrey hits one out to center field. This should do it. Ellsbury is back to make the catch. Callaspo, come on home. Light that baby up as the Angels walk off on the Red Sox. 6-5 the final.
Boy, you talk about a huge victory, a come-from-behind victory for the Halos. Talk about a season-saving hit. Mike Trout, base hit, and then Torrey Hunter, the heart and soul of this club, comes through with a sac fly. All started, Eric Ibar reaches base, so get a hit with a pitch, steals a base, gets in scoring position. Then the guys 1 and 2 in that line, we talk about him so much coming through. Torrey Hunter sac fly, but Mike Trout, 3 hits in the game. Halos pull off a huge victory here, coming back and winning 6-5.
Kevin is hit. If it is hit out to the outfield. The 1-2. This is grounded toward the hole. Peralta can't get it. Here comes Borges. Dirk Smith plays it. Light that baby up as the Angels take this one. 3-2 the final.
What an at bat by Yasmo to went with a tough pitch. Gets it by the hole. And no slowing down Peter Borges.
Line to left center field. Light that baby up as the Angels walk off on the Mariners by the final 4-3.
Or we could say it once again, Mr. Clutch coming through with another big base hit. Ties the game with a base hit to right center. Wins the game. An incredibly important game for the Angels. They come back and win this one against a very, very good bullpen of the Seattle Mariners. It all started with Meiser's base hit.
2 huge RBI singles for Torrey Hunter. Meiser Asturias with his first pinch hit of the season. Moved to second on the wild pitch. Third on the sac bunt by Peter Borges, and he scores the run as the Angels come from behind and pick up the victory in walk-off style. 4-3 the final, especially with everybody having won in the American League wild card race. A must-win situation, and the Angels live yet another day. They remain 2 back of the Oakland Athletics with tonight's win.
I'll tell you, every
out at first. The 1-0. Pulled down the line. That's a fair ball. Jimenez will score. Mike Trout on his way to third. He's being waved in. Here he comes. Light that baby up. Walk-off win for the Angels. Albert Pujols gets it done.
Boy, Pujols, we talked about that average and what he's done against the Astros. How quick is those hands through the baseball and down the left field line to win this game? What an amazing bat. I'll tell you what, when you look at this inning though, Jimenez hit his at bat to work that walk, got this inning going. Trout infield hit, scores the winning run. Albert Pujols, the machine, comes through for the Angels.
Howie Kendrick is on deck. Here's the 3-1. Trumbo slides one out to deep left field. Kelly is back at the wall. Gone! Big fly, walk-off style for Mark Trumbo. The Halos sweep the Tigers.
What a beautiful swing. He got that 3-1 changeup and didn't miss it. Mark Trumbo, the walk-off, now 4 for 4 in his career versus Phil Cote. Did a nice job of keeping that balance and threw the baseball, even a changeup, and crushed it out to left field. His second home run as he continues his hot streak in the beginning part of this season. Walk-off sweep of the Tigers. Wow, that ball is crushed for Trumbo, no doubter, and he's able to crush Tito Ebo's hand going by third base, which is always a beautiful thing. What a job sweeping the Tigers here. Now the Tigers is 50.
In the air to left center field. This one's hit well. Martin giving chase. Gone! Walk off, big fly for Howie Kendrick. Light that baby up.
Kendrick, 2 home runs to center field, continues to crush the Rangers. 3 hits, 2 home runs, 4 RBI. What a game for Howie. What a win for the club after leading 4-0. Come back, walk-off home run, second walk-off win via the big fly here in this homestand against some very good competition. Ortiz, fastball, mislocation, middle of the plate. Howie absolutely covers that fastball from Ortiz. Mistake, and then crushed out of the yard for Howie. What a swing. No chance for Martin to get back there to make that play, but what a swing. We showed it earlier how good it's been for Howie. He's on a roll right now. 3 hits tonight, 2 home runs, 2 hits yesterday. Boy, has he been covering the Rangers for a long time. 12 career home runs for Howie Kendrick against the Rangers as the guys waiting at the plate.
But Conger on short fly balls out. Kendrick still standing at third. 2-1. It's a line to left. That will get down. Here comes Kendrick. Light that baby up as the Angels walk off on the Cardinals 6-5.
Well, we mentioned it, Eric Ibar has been clutch. His 3rd hit, a walk-off hit. What about a signature win to come back against the Cardinals? His 3rd career walk-off for Eric Ibar to come back against this staff. Great approach, he knew he got it, got the job done. What an inning, what a comeback for the Halos against a very good club. This St. Louis Cardinal team started off by Albert Pujols and his run out to that field as he's able to help the club pull off and win this series against the Cardinals.
A 3-hit game for Eric Ibar, the RBI, his 33rd of the year. It is a game winner, and it makes Scott Downs a winner tonight.
First one to Hamilton. Ripped out to straightaway right center field. This one's got a chance. Gone! Walk-off big fly for Josh Hamilton. Angels win it 9-7.
That Angel fans is a fantastic finish for that man right there. Josh Hamilton got a big base hit in the 9th and wins it in the 11th. A tremendous home run to right center field. Walk-off, big fly for Hamilton.
12th home run of the year, RBIs 32 and 33. Off speed, out toward right center field. Hose is back at the wall. Gone! Walk-off big fly for Josh Hamilton. The Angels win it 6-5.
Flashback weekend, Josh Hamilton flashes back to July 6th against the Red Sox and does it again. Another walk-off big fly for Josh Hamilton. In a home run number 18, an all-speed pitch, changeup. Boy, and Hamilton, that's all his strength to knock that one out. What a job. Great job by Ernesto Frieri also, but a big swing on an all-speed pitch by Josh Hamilton as he goes yard, walk-off variety. Stayed out over the plate and he jumps on it. And he knew he got it well, but on a changeup, you got to bring all that power yourself. and Josh Hamilton does so and wins the game for the Halos. This tough Astro club hung in there, but the Angels pulled out on a walk-off home run number 18 by Josh Hamilton.
Now the 2-2. And this is a hit out toward left center field, hit well. Saunders giving chase. That one is off the wall. Here comes Cole Calhoun. Relay to the plate. That is not in time. Like that baby up as the Angels walk off of the Mariners. The final 3-2.
Boy, what another great come-from-behind victory. Tied it up and then win here in the bottom of the 11th. The 11th has been good the last couple of games for the Halos. Corey Rasmus picks up his first Major League win. Chris Iannetta, coming off being Player of the Week, drives in. Cole Calhoun got a fastball. They finally did go inside. Wrong decision against Chris Iannetta. He turns on it. Crushes this ball to left center field. Saunders tried to get back there, unable to do so, even though they were playing deep. One hops the wall. He did a good job as far as getting in as quick as possible. But Calhoun, running around, base hit, scores the winning run for the Halos. What a job. What a victory. Chris Iannetta, once again, coming through with a big base hit as the Halos continue to make that climb.
Another 2-2. And hit him. There's a walk-off W for the Angels. Light that baby up. The Halos won it 5-4.
It's a walk-off hit by pitch that wins it for the Halos. That marks the 5th time the Angels have won with a walk-off hit by pitch. And it's the first time the Mets have lost by one since 2008. And not all smiles for the Angels. The team announced that Josh Hamilton is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks due to surgery on his left thumb. He was replaced in the lineup for Friday's game by J.B. Shuck.
This is driven out to straightaway center field. Gentry back at the wall. Leaps up off the glove. Light that baby up as the Angels walk off on the A's. 5-4 the final.
How you end a homestand. A walk-off piece for Iannetta to dead center field. Gentry, a great outfielder, leaps up as high as he can go. The baseball just off the top of the glove and out of the yard for the walk-off piece for Chris Iannetta. He got a ball down. And he crushes it to dead center field just off the glove of Gentry. Wins the ball game for the Halos. What a victory coming back and pulling this one off. What a job by Chris Iannetta with the walk-off piece.
Breaky pitch out toward left. Going back on it is gone. A big fly. Walk-off style. And the Angels pick up the victory by the final of 6-5. Nothing Geyer can do it left.
And check that one off the bucket list. Now that is impressive. Mike Trout comes back home to Anaheim with a walk-off piece. Down 5-2. Starting this 9th inning, but 4 runs, including a 3-run home run from Mike Trout. Yes, he does it all. This pitch is down, and it is absolutely tattooed. No doubt about it. Well out of the ballpark for Mike Trout, and he did it. His first walk-off home run of his career. Great balance, bat through the baseball, and covered a long, long way for Mr. Mike Trout. So impressive.
Calgill hits one out to left. Cespedes moving back on it, still going back at the wall. Gone! How about that? Drive home safely and light that baby up. as the Angels win it by the final of 2-1.
Like I said, extra base hit for Cowgill. The big fly. And the celebration.
Colin Cowgill with the walk-off 5th home run of the season, his 15th run batted in.
It's his first career walk-off hit and a big fly to boot.
Hamilton is going. Line drive, left center field. Hamilton at third, he's going to be sent home. Here he comes, and the Angels win it. Kendrick, that big gap in left center field on a 3-2 pitch.
Again, the outfielders shift to right center, left center wide open. He gets a pitch down in the zone, drives this thing. And with Hamilton on the move, just he can walk on in.
The guys on the bench, they're waving him home.
Here comes the 0-2. That's driven out to left field. Going back on it is Hose at the wall. Gone! Drive home safely. A walk-off big fly for Mike Trout. Light that baby up.
Is there anything that youngster can't do in this game of baseball? The walk-off home run behind in the count, 0-2, and still hits an absolute missile out of the yard as the Halos come back, win this game. Mike Trout, walk-off variety, home run number 20 on the season.
First one to Efron. Bouncer back up the middle. This should do it. Trout being waved in. Drive home safely. And light that baby up as the Angels win it. 3-2 the final.
Well, you knew Efron was going to make contact. And once again, coming through, hit that ball right up the middle. He's been a pleasant surprise for Mike Sosa's squad. Coming through, base hit up the middle. Game winner. That is an Arco top-tier play of the game. Efron Navarro got a pitch down. Again, going with the pitch and up the middle and getting the job done for Navarro. What a swing. What a game. Angels win this one. Took a while, but a victory by the Halos on that slide in by Mike Trout.
The double by Trout is 100th of his career. Efron Navarro picks up his first walk-off hit right back up the middle. Nice victory. It took a while for the Angels, but they do pick up their 58th victory of the season, their 33rd home. Here at home, I should say, and remain a game and a half back of the Oakland A's, who, of course, walked off on the Orioles earlier tonight.
Great job.
Grant Green trying to win it.
Fastball back up the middle. Drive home safely. And light that baby up as the Angels walk off on the Mariners 6-5.
The Angels walk off with the win and have now won 12 of their last 14. All 3 games in the series against Seattle were decided by 1 run, with the Angels taking 2 of 3. Joe Thatcher picks up the win in relief. Both Calhoun and Hamilton each go 3 for 5.
See, maybe in that Phillies series. Pitch on its way. Albert hits one well into right center field. Holt is chasing. He's out by the wall. He jumps up, and that ball is going to get on out of here. It's a home run. Albert Pujols with a walk-off homer to right center field, and this ball game is over. John Farrell, the manager, is out on the field, and the umpires might take a look at this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to take a look at this one. This is a ball that it ricochets back into the field.
So this one is going to be under review. The call on the field was a home run. The play under review presented by Samsung and the new Samsung Galaxy S5. Samsung, the next big thing is here. Well, somebody's still up, I guess, in New York to take a look at this one.
We're hoping somebody's up in New York to take a look at this one. We got our first look at it, and you couldn't tell by that view that we had. That hit off the top of the wall. This ball ricochets back into the playing area. And the second base umpire, Quinn Wilcock, is the one that said this ball's out of here.
It has to clear the yellow line. It looks like it did, but we'll wait and see what they decide here as the play is under review.
And you already had the Angel players trying to rip Pujols' jersey off. Had everybody out on the field. The Red Sox
home run. So the game is over. A walk-off home run by Albert Pujols, his first walk-off hit of the season. And it came against Workman, who was facing his very first batter in this ball game. And Albert takes him deep. 22nd home run of the season for him. And the Angels win this ball game in 19 innings.
Howie shoots from the right. This should do it. Back is Reddick. Tagging is Pujols. Drive home safely. 4-3 Angels win it.
Well, how big is that win? Look at that celebration on the field. Howie getting the job done. 10th walk-off victory for the Halos this year. 80th victory, first team in Major League Baseball to win that 80th game.
Breaking ball, hammered out to left field. Dustin Ackley going back at the wall. Drive home safely. Carlos Perez with a walk-off big fly, first of his career.
Are you kidding me? Walk-off, first Major League game, single first at bat, and then the walk-off piece. Carlos Perez, have yourself a first game in the Major Leagues. And the smile. Hanging breaking ball out over the plate. Perez, who had 2 home runs, a 12 RBI down in AAA, was at 361. But this is the show. Big fly.
Hit and run is on, that is down the line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Cruz will cut it off. Ibar's coming home. He's going to score. Drive home safely.
Again.
Johnny Giavotella, the hero tonight, with the extra base hit. 4-3 the final. Light that baby up. Walk-off home run last night. Walk-off hit and run to perfection. Johnny Giavotella, once again. Johnny be good, well, Johnny be great on the hit and run. A perfect pitch to do that damage because it was elevated. You can shorten up your swing. You just try to make contact, and with Eric running, there's no slowing down Erick Aybar. Right there, you see, waving him home, sliding in. Angels win the series against Seattle.
The pitch. Skied out to left. Featherston has good speed. You got to try it. Dickerson underneath it. He'll make the catch. Here comes Featherston to the plate. Drive home safely. Halos win it 2-1. Light that baby up.
The Angels win their third straight by a final of 2-1 in 11 innings. The Rockies dropped their 11th consecutive game. For the Angels, their first extra inning win of the season. Up next, the Rockies stay in LA to face the Dodgers on Thursday, while the Angels travel to Baltimore Friday.
1-0 pitch. Broken back, single to left. Drive home safely as the Angels walk off on the Padres. 4-3 the final.
Boy, Albert was challenged, and Albert comes through. The 17th career walk-off hit for Albert Pujols. A huge moment for the Angels and Pujols. Shatters the bat, looking over at that dugout of the Padres because of that intentional walk to Mike Trout, and Albert wins the game with that base hit. Didn't need much of the bat. Looks right into that dugout.
And there's a flare over the head of Carter. Light that baby up as Erick Aybar scores the winning run. 2-1 Angels.
Just like that for Featherston. What a good time he's had of late. That first Major League home run. Now, his first Major League walk-off base hit. That rocket to right field to win the game. For Taylor Featherston. Just trying to make contact. Little spinning breaking ball that was around thigh high. Just went with the pitch. Flared it in the left, in the right field for the walk-off hit for Taylor Featherston.
2-2 now. Fastball gets by Zunino. Here comes Calhoun. Light that baby up. The Angels walk off on a wild pitch.
The Angels' one-run victory allows them to take 2 of 3 from Seattle this weekend. With a scoreless top of the 10th, Trevor Gott earned his first career victory. Cole Calhoun was 2 for 4 for the Angels, and he scored the game-winning run.
That is driven out to left center. Forget about this one. Drive home safely. 1-0 walk-off.
Absolutely insane. Mike Trout. How does he do it? He thrills you at the All-Star game, and the first game back, he thrills us here at the Big A with a walk-off home run. Home run number 27. Albert, his buddy, his All-Star teammate. Oh, it's unbelievable. Can't even describe it sometimes when you talk. Mike Trout, what a shot. Got that pitch down and crushed it out of the ballpark. He is the man.
Now the payoff. Murphy hits one out toward left center field. Low going back. Drive home safely. 5-4. The Halos win it.
Buck shoulder went away from Murphy's law against the Baltimore Orioles. We talked about the batting average. And now it's time for the top tier play of the game, brought to you by Arco. And what a swing. 3-2 pitch, an elevated fastball. And David Murphy, one of the longest singles he'll ever have. But it walks off for the Halos with a base hit to left center field. Big game for David Murphy. 3 hits, 4 RBI for David Murphy.
Batting average well over 400 now against Mattis. He got that pitch upstairs, can make contact, and what a swing for Murphy. He's got to feel good about wearing that Angel uniform today.
That's hit well out to straightaway center field, going back at the wall. Drive home safely. Walk-off big fly by David Freese. 3-2 Angels.
Mr. October, welcome to September, the first career walk-off big fly. What a moment during the regular season walk-off home run for Mr. Freese. Well, cut fastball, he stayed down on that extremely well for David Freese. What a swing, what a game, what a moment for David Freese and the Angels. The ebbs and flow of this game, absolutely amazing, but the perfect swing for the man who knows how to come through in the clutch, and that's David Freese.
Anderson back outside, 2-2, shot past Simeon, drive home safely. Halos walk off on the Athletics, 5-4 the final.
Oh, what a great scene that is for David Murphy. Stayed back on that pitch, out of part of the plate, and shot that by Simeon at shortstop for the game-winning walk-off base hit for David Murphy, who's been swinging the bat very, very well for the Halos in this last month and a half or so. Big swing, big moment once again for David Murphy, and the Angels win another one-run game.
And they keep it, Juby, within 9 innings. We didn't know who was going to come out after the 9th inning, although it looked like Cesar Ramos was getting ready. The walk-off hit by David Murphy.
This is a great approach. We talked about that a lot. Didn't try to do too much. He just threw his hands right at the baseball. What a perfect swing for Murphy to come through with a clutch single. All started on an 0-2 base hit by C.J. Cron. Look at that swing. Perfect, level, wanting to make contact, does so, wins the game on that swing by David Murphy.
6th consecutive win for the Angels. Now 2 back of the division-leading Texas Rangers, and they remain a half game back of the Houston Astros. Minnesota remains a game behind the Angels.
Pujols rips one deep left field, and this one is over. Angels win it. Time in Albert Pujols' great career that he has delivered a walk-off winner. And so after the Angels squandered a bases-loaded opportunity the inning before, they get one here. The Rangers bring in their closer, and Pujols hits a rocket, and this one's over.
C.J. Cron 1 for 3. 2-run shot in the first inning. Cron hammers one to deep left field. Drive home safely.
And the second off-speed pitch. C.J. Cron covered tonight back in the first and walks it off here in the 9th. 2-run home run in the first, 2-run home run in the 9th. The walk-off variety.
Right center. Here comes Ryan. The Angels win 4-3.
Boy, it's kind of apropos the way the Angels have scored some runs in this game. Off the end of the bat, a cut fastball breaks the bat and flares it into the outfield for a walk-off hit
Yunel Escobar just put it in play and brings home. Brendan Ryan, who picked up his first hit as an Angel, scores the winning run.
Here comes the first one. Marte shoots one out to right field. That's going to do it. Smolinski's there. Trout will tag. Light that baby up as the Angels walk off on the Oakland Athletics. 7-6 the final.
Little Marte Parte on that sac fly. Got a pitch to hit in the air and did his job with a sacrifice fly for the walk-off victory for the Halos today. A nice at bat his last one, an RBI single, but a sac fly there for Marte.
Trout started it off with a single. Pujols with the base hit, and after Chrome popped out, Giavotella with a walk, and Hendricks, guy that, as we mentioned, at least this year, numbers aren't pretty for him, but he has thrown a lot of strikes. He was right in the zone, and Jeffrey Marte picks up his second RBI of the ball game, and it's a game winner as the Angels, more importantly, snap that 6-game losing streak.
I just loved his approach right here as he's trying to get a pitch, the drive in the air, he stayed back on it well, got the fastball. When he puts himself in those scenarios, he's very successful. Big sac fly walk-off variety for Marte Parte.
Here comes the 0-2. Nava grounds this one over to Hanley Ramirez. The throw is high! Trout comes in to score! Here comes G-Man Troy! Drive home safely!
Certainly not your most conventional walk-off, but a W is a W. Looked like he had a chance and a play at the plate. A high throw from Hanley Ramirez over Leon's head, and not only one run scored, it could have been an easy out at home. Both runs score as the Angels walk off on a bad throw. 2-1 here tonight.
Healy guarding the line at third. Trout takes off, and that is hammered out the left. Drive home safely.
Slides in. That, folks, is the machine going walk-off. His 19th time in his career for Albert Pujols to walk off. You talk about a major home run for Albert Pujols.
Didn't work the walk here in this ninth inning. First one to him. And he rips one out toward right field. Haniger having trouble with it. Drive home safely. Shows bunt, drops it down the first base line. Napoli will let it go. Drive home safely. Halos pick up the victory 6-5.
Well, we know this field all too well. Any bunt down the line is going to stay true, going to stay fair, and we got the powder shower again. The Angels have never won back-to-back games after trailing by 5 or more runs in both games. They've won them both.
Good lead for Espinosa at second. Cole lines one out towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Here comes Espinosa. Drive home safely.
Oh, checked off the bucket list. Albert going.
Chopper left side should do it. Light that baby up and drive home safely. 2-1 winners tonight.
And Simba coming through. Just putting
2-2 pitch. Albert flips it out to center, should do it. Garcia going back. Here comes Revere.
drive, home, safely! Well, you talk about somebody who's been there before in those situations, knows exactly what he has to do. He shortened up his swing, got a pitch that he can hit in the air, and Albert Pujols does it again. Another walk-off hit for Albert Pujols. The machine gets the job done.
Pennington on the move, back up the middle, hits off of Heller. This is going to do it. Drive home safely. Eric Young Jr. with a walk-off.
Talked about only fitting for Eric Young Jr. to get a chance at the plate to walk it off, and he does so with an infield hit. What a game once again. Eric Young Jr. first walk-off hit with the Angels.
2-2. And a swing and a miss. Go, run to first. Maben decides not to run. And the throw is over the head of Utley. Here comes Revere. Drive home safely.
You talk about one of the most unconventional ways to walk off.
Ozard is 0 for 4. He's also picked up a walk. That's driven out to deep left field. Going back at the wall. Drive home safely.
There's the home run. Ball game over. Angels win it 3-2. Here in the bottom of the 13th inning, you can put a halo over this one.
What a way to finish off a game for Zach Cozart. Had struggled in this series, but that one swing changes it completely with a big fly.
0-2. Got another one. That's a base hit to left. Here comes Chris Young. Drive home safely.
And a bow by Justin Upton, his 11th career walk-off hit. Huge hit for Upton as the Angels break that 4-game losing streak. Jay up, clutch hit. Even behind in the count, finally got one of those sliders out over the plate and lines it in left field with a walk-off hit.
Snaps an 0 for 21 for the Angels as a team with men in scoring position. On an 0-2 pitch, he finally delivered, and boy, oh boy, that's going to feel so good for Justin Upton.
Stayed back, controlled swing, and lines it into left field for the walk-off hit for Justin Upton.
Pulls this one to left field. It's a base hit. Young is going to be waved around. Rosario doesn't even have a throw. Drive home safely.
Zach Cozart's second walk-off hit of the season. The other, a home run there, a base hit as the Halos walk off against Minnesota in this tough 4-game set.
Little flare out to shallow right field. That is going to fall in there for a base hit. Fletcher on his way to third. He is going to be stopped right there as Puig fires it back on. The ball gets away. Here comes Fletcher. Drive home safely. For the second consecutive year.
We showed it in the opening. He had one last season on a walk-off strikeout. Odd throw to the plate here. All really set up by the walk by Shohei Ohtani. David Fletcher with his speed put the pressure on Yasiel Puig. We know he's got an outstanding throwing on that baseball. Checked up. Brian Kinzer, and in the stop and the hold, and then the baseball gets by Grandal. And David Fletcher able to score.
You see that leg go after.
Uh-oh. High and deep to right center field. Back to the wall. Drive home safely. Extremely hot. Jumped on that first pitch train and sent everybody home.
You saw that bat flip. You knew it was trouble off the bat. Now they lowered that line right there, but he didn't need that line at all. That ball is gone.
Much needed victory for the Angels, plus the shower for Cole Calhoun. That's out toward left center field. Joe Gallo racing over onto the warning track near the wall. That is gone! Drive home safely!
And they're getting pumped up at the plate. Jose Briseño, like we were thinking, he was looking for his first walk-off. And he does so. As the Angels win game 1 of this 3-game set.
Taylor Ward launches one out toward left field. Martini going back to the warning track near the wall. Leaps up. Gone! Drive home safely!
What a special moment. What a way to end the season here. Taylor Ward goes walk-off. Wow. Pitch, inner half, brings his hands in, barrels up on that baseball for Taylor Ward. He's got that foot down. Creates that backspin. And over the wall, walk-off. 2-run, home run.
Is going to come off the bench.
Stein out to shadow left field. Hunter Pence, Elvis Andrus, long run for Andrus. He reaches up, can't get it! Calhoun will score! Drive home safely!
Walk-off single by Jared Walsh, and the Angels get 2 in the bottom of the 9th, and they win this ball game 3-2.
The 1-2. That is skied to left field. Grossman's got to go back on it. Long run for him. Ball carrying on the warning track near the wall. Drive home safely! Extra base hit by Dustin Garneau. The Angels walk off 10-9.
The local boy done well with a walk-off hit for Dustin Garneau. What a moment, 2 strikes on him, hits it high enough to fall in for that walk-off hit. Went down and got it, that's pretty strong. Pitch away, went down and got it. Dustin Garneau, you had Grossman playing so shallow and spins around, unable to make the play for a ground rule double. Looking, but it falls in nicely for Dustin Garneau. What a way to win this game. A crazy, wild game between these two.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Theis skies went out toward right center field. Wilkerson moving back at the track, at the wall. Gone! Drive home safely!
Boy, talked about the adjustments for Matt Theis. Theis is nice. 2-home run performance by Matt Theis as the Angels walk off and win this final game in this 4-game set against Baltimore. What a swing for Theis. 4th home run of the season, 2nd of the game. Matt Theis, your game winner, walk-off style. Went down, got a fastball, 95, didn't elevate it, lower part of the zone, and Theis crushes it to right center field, lifts it out. Great launch angle for Theis. Twice for Theis today, 2 home runs. Matty Theis.
First career multi-homer game, first walk-off home run. It's a game winner as the Angels pick up the victory 5-4. Matty Theis is down on the field with Alex Curry. Alex.
That first career multi-home run game in walk-off style.
Ground ball to the right side. Tucker can't handle it. Let's get out of here. Drive home safely, everybody.
Simba making contact, walking it off, and he's still running. Simba's roaring. Finally stops as the Halos walk off against the Astros here, 4-3. Good swing there by Simba. Hit that one right on the nose.
Halos pick up the victory, the opener of this 4-game set. And the Dodgers creep.
Winning run on third. Hermosillo gets into one. Right field won't be deep enough. Reddick's got a big arm. Fife's coming home. Throws up the line. The Angels win it.
One-two. Estella hits one out to right field. Yastrzemski moving back to the wall. That is gone! Drive home safely! Halos win it in a walk-off by Tommy La Stella.
Tommy Boy going yard. The only pitch he got in that sequence on the inner half, and he lined it out over that yellow stripe for a walk-off for Tommy Boy La Stella.
The 3-2. Shohei pulls one into right field. That's a base hit. Trout is going to be waved around. Drive home safely, everybody. Angels win it 6-5.
Shohei Ohtani with the walk-off hit. The Angels win in extras against the Astros again. That's their second win versus the Astros as Ohtani getting the job done against a lefty. The walk-off style for Shohei Ohtani. Good to see that swing there. The confidence. I love that 3-0 swing, and then eventually wins it on a breaking ball that stayed middle of the plate. Shohei Ohtani comes through with a clutch single. And Trout easily scores the winning run. Angels win game one of this 4-game set in 11 innings.
Second extra inning victory of the year for the Angels. Now 2-5 in that category. Pretty shallow for Houston. 2-1 pitch. Roping bat roller up the first base line, and that'll do it. Upton will come in to score. Jo Adell with the walk-off winner. Halos win it 10-9.
Oh, what a game for Jo Adell. Hit a home run earlier. Now a walk-off base hit, 2 RBIs the other way. He was looking to make contact. That's what you want to see, and he comes through. Jo Adell, the youngster, what a job.
One of the great stories on this Angel roster this year. Wallace sends it well out to left center field. And it's gone! He went to Jared! What a finish! A 2-home run night by Jared Walsh. It's the other two-way player that wins the night.
Lays off the 2-1 changeup and gets the 3-1 fastball, this time to left center field. He hit it, and he knew it. Watch him back this ball up, stay on top, short and compact.
The Angels take 3 out of 4 from the White Sox. And it took a bottom of the 9th inning homer to make it happen.
Way is single.
Walsh lines it into right field. Here comes Shohei. The throw to the plate, the slide. The Angels win! The Angels win! They're going to take a look.
Shohei with that elite speed. Did he get the foot down?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, he did. I'm calling it.
Wait till they pop this up on the scoreboard. That is the ball game.
His new nickname is Walk-Off Walsh.
Fights that one off, drives it toward right center field. Mullins chases. It's down, up against the wall. Juan Lagares walks him off. It's an Angel sweep.
Boy, the
fight in this team is incredible. You give up a go-ahead home run in the ninth, and all of a sudden you got a walk for Iglesias, who doesn't walk a whole lot. Base hit, no bunts. Then Juan Lagares, what a shot! Other way, walk-off, double, 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth. The Halos with the sweep, fastball running in. He's got that pitch. He can hit in the air, and the carry. Juan Lagares driving us home.
And they were only down for a moment. I mean, only for a moment.
Hey, our guys had to walk off with Mike Trout. Hey, they set that tone in a walk-off for Lagares. Good job in the truck, everybody.
That's a very good reminder. That was a wonderful look back. Mike Trout, 2014. Well, 7 years later, it's Juan Lagares, who, oh, by the way,
down bottom of the ninth, 2-0 count. Stassi ground ball. Wade's coming on the throw. He's in there. Angels win. They walk off the Marlins. 4-3 final. Light it up.
Speed never goes in slumps. Run scores. Halos walk off on an error and a slide in by Tyler Wade.
Rendon drives that one to center field. Shohei Ohtani's being sent by Phil Nevin. The throw to the plate. Ohtani he's safe! The Angels walk it off and win the series. Anthony Rendon comes up big. And that's driven towards center field. Buxton goes back. Taylor Ward walks it off. That is the ball game. Light it up. 5-3 Halos win.
You just know it.
Incredible ball game.
Incredible. What a job. Just felt it. Every pitch thrown to him. He was tracking everything. He was trying to go the other way, rewarded with a walk-off 2-run home run. Wow, what a swing.
3-2 to Duffy. Out to center field, just looking for a flare. The catch is made. Safe is the call by the first base umpire. Safe is the call.
Said no catch.
That's what he's saying, it looks like.
Saying no catch, they'll review it.
Yeah, so the call in the field is no catch. If that holds up,
no catch.
No catch is the call.
It's the walk-off. Matt Duffy indeed walks off.
Now, don't they have to possibly look at it? Umpires possibly?
Well, they're going to look at it. You have no choice but look at it. Smile on his face, waiting and waiting for his first walk-off as an Angel.
Comes in. That's a walk-off for the Angels.
Drive home safely on that one.
Oh, there you go. You've been waiting for that. That's it. 2-1. Angels win it. Duffy with that flare job scores. There's the bunt. It's a good one. Halos 5-4 on the first pitch. Light it up. Angels win.
A magnificent squeeze bunt. Magnorious Sierra. That is a tough pitch to bunt. Job done. Suicide squeeze. That's a nice job of making contact with that. Anytime you get the ball down on the squeeze with that speed, you're going to win the game. Nice job, Sierra.
I mean, Chafin plays it. That was going to be fair all the way down the first base line. And a thing of perfection by Magneuris Sierra, who gets credit with the walk-off knock. And the Angels pick up their 60th win of the season.
Love that. Execution. Well done that entire inning. Got a break and executed.
Walk off the Nats last Mother's Day. That one gets away! Ball game! Neto scores! The Angels come all the way back to win it 5-4! Wow!
How about a walk-off wild pitch? It's on the wild side.
Partner, I've seen some crazy games, but I tell you what, this win for the Angels is one of the best I have seen. Out of nowhere.
It gets away from Rendon. Here comes Trout.
sucks on a wild pitch.
Speed for Trout, stolen base, scores on the wild pitch. Speed never goes in slumps. And Speed wins again, his second walk-off on a wild pitch this year. Where's the wild thing?
A great read by Trout.
Yes, it was. Just a great all-around baseball player. He reads his secondary lead. As soon as he sees that ball down, he's flying home and scores the winning run.
He almost created that run by himself.
Yeah, great walk. And then stolen base with Shohei, and then scores on a wild pitch that didn't even get all the way back to the backstop. I feel the need for speed.
Ground ball to second, fielded by Dubon, gets it to Kessinger. He throws it away! Here comes the winning run! Cabot scores! Say goodnight to the Astros! The Angels win a wild one!
Wow! This is when you thought maybe a double play being turned, a wide throw. A team that doesn't give you extra outs gives the Halos the W tonight.
Maybe Dubon, Gooby, would just take it to second base himself.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gives it to Kessinger, and Kessinger, hurrying his throw, throws it away. He was just put in the game after Jeremy Pena seemed to hurt himself in the top of the 10th inning. And the Angels win an absolute nutty game.
Yes, to say the least, Wade. Welcome back, Wade.
Thank you. Stefanik gets a line drive, base hit, down the left field line, Warwick's around third, he's gonna score! The game winner from Michael Stefanik! Say goodnight to the Yankees! The Angels pull it off in 10!
Your absolute worst nightmare as a pitcher when you gotta face a guy that contact all over that bat. Stefanik, clutch, walk-off.
McClintock lines one to center, and that's a walk-off hit! It scores the runner from third, Kyron Paris. Say goodnight to the Guardians. The Angels win in a comeback in the bottom of the ninth, 3-2.
Well, he's a mean one. He's the Grinch. For walk-off base hits. What a battle here in the bottom of the ninth. Some clutch hits against one of the best closers in the game.
They should have had 4. And he drives one out toward left field, moving back for it. It's Cabbage out near the wall, and Cabbage caught it! No, he didn't! It's gone! It's a home run! Oh, Hoppy hit it out! The game is over! It's a home run! The Angels win on a walk-off. Cabbage thought he had it, but it fell out of his glove. And the Angels win it 9-7.
We're making sure he didn't pass him on the base pass, though. Logan, hammered. Walk-off. I got to make sure he did not pass him. They're going to have a conversation with the umpires here.
Well, I believe the Astros can review it.
But I'll tell you what, it was a confusion by the umpires not signaling one way or the other way. That's a tough one, though.
Well, Hoppy got the jersey off, the bucket on his head. So if this is something that comes back, Hoppy, who's out here looking like he's at Venice Beach right now.
By the way, he's 5 for 5.
It should be 5 for 5.
Hammered.
This would be the first walk-off homer for the Angels since Taylor Ward in August of 2022 against the Twins. Roy Cabbage thought he had it. And it fell out of his glove at some point. Looks like he's saying as soon as he brought the glove down, the ball fell out of his glove.
Because what had happened was Pilar came back to the base to tag up.
So the umpires are still talking with Joe Espada about whether or not Hoppy passed Pilar.
I guess they're going to review it now. Home run, walk off. Yes, the Halos salvage the final game. Walk off. Hammered.
There's Cabbage up against the wall. It was in his glove. As he came down, he hit the top of the fence and it rolled out. He thought he still had it.
Well, what an effort by Cabbage in the glove.
That short wall it's not easy running into that wall.
We'll take a look at the runners as Pilar was going back to first. Well, that's as close as it could get.
Yes.
And plus, Porter, he's not allowed to touch the runners either, so that was extremely close to Hoppy overrunning Pilar there, which would have negated the whole thing. Wow. Talk about a game of inches.
Yes.
That was an unbelievable finish.
Woo! Happy flight now.
Hides it to left field. It's over. Say goodnight to the Tigers. 6 in a row for the Angels. Kevin Pilar wins it. Taylor Ward scores, and the Halos are unstoppable right now.
Halos 6 in a row. Brought his hands in and drives it left field for a walk-off hit. We called him Superman. He's Superman there in that spot. Wayne, this is fun. Some fun Halo baseball.
What a game this was tonight. Kevin Pilar walks it off. Taylor Ward walks home. He had to make sure Zach Neto didn't cross his path there too soon.
We've seen enough of that so far this year.
Yeah,
craziness in baseball. What a win.
Willie Calhoun, did he do it? He's looking, he walks it off! He walks it off! Willie Calhoun and the Angels win it!
Willie Cal boom for the walk-off. He goes double, two-run home runs. Wow for Willie Calhoun. Cal boom. That's kind of fun, Patio.
What a game. 6-5. Angels continue to fight off the deck once again. And this man, biggest night of his life. Two-run home runs, including a walk-off shot. Are you kidding me? Get it done, Willie.
And he knew it. Some energy. First win against Seattle. Some sound. Sealed and delivered. Wow. Nothing better than a walk-off piece.
Told you there'd be another two-run home run.
That's how you roll, Patio.
Gets the sunflower seed shower, and Angels needed something like this. As you mentioned, they hadn't beaten Seattle all year. That's a big-time game.
There's a high fly ball to right. Robles is going to watch it fly. That ball is gone. Say goodnight to the Mariners. Mickey Moniak wins it with his second home run of the game.
Our Toyota player of the game, first walk-off career hit. It's a home run. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. ×2. Walk-off variety for Mickey Moniak. Oh, me, oh, my.
That ball was crushed.
Wow. 107 off the bat. What a swing, what a great at bat.
Fouled off some tough pitches.
Yes. The Mick.
the magnificent Mick.
2 homers from Adell, 2 homers from Moniak, and the game winner flies into the sky as the Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
And he knew it off the bat, pointing to the dugout.
A fun win for the Angels, a very tough loss for the Mariners, who fall to 5 back in the West. Mickey's saying, that one's for you, Gooby.
He's so fine. Now you got a man at third base, and there's the potential right here of a squeeze.
This is the 4th consecutive inning in which the Angels have had the winning run on third. Ground ball left side, off the glove of Vargas. Wagaman heads home. This one is over. Say goodnight to the White Sox. The Angels at long last get it done in 13 innings, and it's Jordan Adams with the walk-off base hit.
Infield in. Nice job. What a moment for Jordan. He made contact. Infield in, better your chances of getting that ball through. Barely got through. Little hesitation, too, by Wagaman to make sure it got through. Series win for the Halos. And a spicy W for Spicy. That's a walk-off, walk-off.